So a teacher of mine shared a viewpoint that I found really helpful, and I am now applying it to more and more things, and I wanted to share it with you. So she framed a sadhana. Sadhana is just the Sanskrit word for spiritual practice that we were doing. In this case, it was a mantra. And she framed it as a way of entering into a different algorithm. So what's the algorithm? The algorithm is this man-made, in this case, right? Because if you're looking at me on a screen, you're looking at me inside of an algorithm, whether it's YouTube or Instagram or whatever it might be. It is a man-made patterning which portrays reality in a certain way. And in the case of man-made algorithms, it is always trying to achieve something. So on one hand, it's trying to make you happy by showing you things that you agree with and like. And on the other hand, it's trying to kind of, at the same time, stab you a little bit and make you feel a little bit bad about yourself so that you will spend money. Because that is actually the whole kind of point of the algorithm, is it needs to make money. It needs to feed. And so when we're in the algorithm of, let's say, Instagram, we're in an algorithm of people selling you things and products and trying to solve your problems. And in order for them to solve your problems, you have to have a problem, right? So let's take the example of like your face, because I'm about to turn 49, and it's, that would be seen as a problem for Instagram, right? That I have wrinkles, that I don't have Botox, that I don't wear makeup, that I have the audacity to just show up with my aging visage on the interwebs like an absolute savage, This is a big problem. And that's kind of why I do it. It's the only last little subversive possibility we have. It's the last punk thing, is to age without doing anything to your face. But that's not the point of this Instagram post. So I'm going to keep going and say that what you do when you dive into the Instagram algorithm, or any algorithm, and you stay there, is that worldview starts to cloud, and it starts to then look strange when someone has wrinkles, because why didn't they fix that? And it starts to be strange when all kinds of things are there. And when you do something that takes you out of the algorithm, whether it be spiritual practice in the form of a mantra or a puja or whatever it is, you are actively putting yourself in a different algorithm. You're actively aligning with different values. You're actively participating in a different view on the same thing, which is that nature ages, kids. Death is part of it. And here we go. So when we start to do spiritual practice, one of the biggest benefits, or one of the bigger benefits that it gives us, there's millions, and we know I talk about it all the time, is that it gives you this opportunity for a different view. It shifts the perspective. It aligns you with something else, something that's not trying to make you feel like shit, something that's not trying to take your money from you. And I get the irony of me posting this inside an algorithm, but something that is of a different frequency. Yeah. And so someone asked me recently, like, why do you do practice? Like, what's the deal? Why do you do practice? And the first answer that came to me was this. Like, I can talk about the million benefits of meditation. I can talk about the trillion ways that it's affected and impacted my life in positive ways. But what I need on a daily basis is to get the fuck out of this. Like, to move away from screens, to shift my perspective, and to get resourced and nourished from a place that I find beneficial, so that I can go back out and be in the world. I'm not saying pull yourself out of this forever, but I'm saying give yourself a break. And sadhana is really good to do that. Walking in nature is also great.